Hey, this is Joe again and welcome back to Dark Souls 2, where we ended our last episode standing in front of this very gate, which our friend the Crestfallen Warrior, some name with S, told us is the way to the Forest of Giants. So let's go there. Through the very slowly opening gate. You can only pass it if it's above your head height, and to be more precise, above the head height of the highest character model that you can get, because I think they have a bit of different height going on, so it's not really working as a normal gate. So this leads to nothing, but we see already that there's a chest and an item down there. But let's just go above this bridge. Dark Souls 2 plays around a lot with things being very fucking dark and very slippery. That was an asshole move, game. I was on that wooden ramp. And we have to go through the loading screen. Always showing an item, and now our life is going more down and down and down. I'll have to... Can I please run? Sometimes he doesn't want to run, and I don't know why. Is there something wrong with my B button? And of course you have to pull this and wait for the stupid gate every time. So if I run... Yeah, that works. This works. This works. This works. Yeah. Weird. Really weird. I really have to find an item that limits the damage of being hollowed to our maximum health. So, aligning better this time. Wow. This is not a mimic. This is a human effigy. We can jump over there. Let's just do it. A homeward bone and a soul item. Heart souls, as we call them. And we already see one of those big guys that we saw on the tutorial level. And here we are in the Forest of the Fallen Giants. But this makes me remember... This, by the way, if we would have gone straight from the bridge, we would have gone down here. Remembers me that I have to return... Oh, I thought 2 hits would be enough. But apparently not. The second hit isn't as strong as the first hit. I have to return to the tutorial level where we saw the weird footsteps. Still didn't remember that. Okay, so let's just run towards that bonfire over there. Can I please run? Didn't remember there being a bonfire here. We still have at least one more of those. He comes for us now. I have to learn to use more alternating strikes with my 2 weapons. Just because that's actually faster, I think. Be wary of trio. Should be wary of a trio. We see what the head of one enemy down there. We see an enemy standing to the right next to that tree over my head. We see an enemy straight forward over there. We'll be going for that enemy over there because he has a fucking bow, and we now should be extremely wary of a trio. And now we saw agility working because I was mid-roll when I was hit by that one enemy, and in Dark Souls 1 that wouldn't have been a problem. Which gives me my cue to talk about agility. So I talked about it a bit in the last episode because I wanted to level up AGL as the first thing. Yeah, agility. We're at 87 agility, and it says that it boosts evasion. So if we level up ADP once or twice more, we get to 88 agility, and we then will go up by 1 frame on the number of iframes we get on the roll, so that we then will reach the same amount of iframes that the fat clunky roll that made the screen shake and the controller vibrate in Dark Souls 1. We'll then be getting to that, which is crazy. Because we have to level to get the same thing that was the worst in the last game. Which is weird. And this also tells us that our equip load doesn't affect our iframes. So we can be very much heavier in this game and still get a huge amount of iframes. As long as we don't cross a certain threshold that stops us from being able to roll. Also, this backstab has a very much lower amount of iframes, but by leveling in the last episode we already up that amount of iframes from 3 to 5 iframes. I looked up the old table of how many iframes do you get. Hope required ahead, but be wary of projectile. Many enemies ahead, if I remember right. So let's just look around. I don't see any enemies. I see some items. There are enemies on the ground everywhere here. Let's look up at the rafters. We don't see anyone willing to shoot with a bow at us. But we see a lot of enemies lying on the ground. Which I assume will be waking up. Nobody did wake up yet, so we can get this green blossom. And approaching him did wake him up. We were warned to be wary of projectiles. Oh, so there's an item over there. I'll try to jump to that. But ducks. Oh god. I saw the souls getting activated, the soul of the enemy flying towards me, and I thought it was an item. Dark Souls 2 fall damage is crazy. It's crazy compared to the other games. Also, if you're coming straight from DS1, this game's level design will throw you off quite a bit. Because it's quite more linear. And the jump is a joke. A short sword and a lost of a soul undead. Yes, that's exactly what we found here, lost of a soul undead. That guy, he would be throwing fire bombs down if we would have aggroed him from down there. And you see there are a lot of other corpses lying around down there. Can we reach this? Yes, and there's even an item here. I don't remember all item locations and stuff. I played this game. I should have talked about that like in the first episode, but I played this game, Dark Souls 2, for quite a bit before I changed to controller and then restarted the game because changing from keyboard to controller in one of the more difficult boss fights is not a good idea. Did the second one wake up? No. These are 2 here, or 3 that will wake up once we get here. It's just 2. This one doesn't have any weapons though. Keep looking around that nobody wakes up that we didn't want to wake up. Problem is, all enemies are now lying on the ground, like the enemies that will be our future enemies, so we can't really discern them from one another. Use also the left weapon, because the right weapon is already almost broken. Was this that one? Yes. Getting a human effigy. That's a new one. This gives us a broken straight sword. This is just to lure us in, and we would have awoken like 5 guys if we went that way directly. Also, you're noticing I'm not fighting locked on because I'm not stupid. Because I can't lock on to these guys while they're on the ground. And so I'll just spend my time not locked on most of the time. So we cleared this whole way. We got a short sword, so it's time to look into our weapons, which weapons we got, and it's a scimitar and a short sword, +1, both of them. I want to look more. Look more into the weapons. For that we have to go here. It's 710 for this one, and 716 for that one. What are my statuses? We have 916, so we don't have enough to dual wield 2 short swords. You need 150% of the weapons to properly dual wield them, which is not the same thing as dual wielding weapons like I do now. But to properly dual wield them, you will then press and hold Y, and it won't change to the left weapon, and instead changes to both weapons. I'll try it with the double short sword. If this works. No, doesn't. So we'll have to wait until I get easier to wield swords, like the broken straight swords, for example. We can use them. These are broken straight swords. If I press Y now, press and hold Y now, he's doing this. And now I'm in dual stance mode, where I'm actually using both weapons if I'm using the left attacks. Both weapons at once, for the light attack and also for the heavy attack, but that can't be comboed. Just wanted to show you that, so that you know what I'm speaking about when I'm speaking about proper dual stancing, or power stancing as it's called. But it's this direction that we wanted to go in. I wanted to do that jump over there. That's why I went back originally, and then I thought about speaking more about dual stancing. So we'll have to make this jump from here, from that edge. I will remove my my Wanderer set just to be able to jump farther. I think that's how it works. Yes, it is. Also lowers the fall damage because we're less heavy. Another soul of a nameless soldier and throwing knives. And we can go down here easily. And if you saw my character creation video, you see very much that we are now undead and aren't looking as originally. So we're not wearing the imported stuff that we started the game with anymore. We were wearing our class specific items. So for the Sail Sword it's the Wanderer's set. So we're ready to go back up again. We would be ready to level up, and we even could, because we could run back home. If we don't rest at a bonfire, we can level up, because no resting at bonfires is needed. You can't just press and hold B to slide down the ladder. You also have to hold down on the stick. So we'll go back to Majula on foot and come back, because that will probably respawn nobody. I'm not fighting the hippo. The hippos, I'll wait with them a bit until my damage has been improved a bit, and for that we'll need a smith. Do we even have a way of returning through that gate? Does it have a lever on this side? Yes, it has. I'm seeing you at the Majula Firekeeper, and she's changing spots again.
Bearer of the curse, seek the lest this land.
We can level up now. We can level up multiple times, but I didn't use my items before. Upping ADP once will give us the same amount of iframes as the Fed roll has. We'll need to reach 96 to get to the medium roll, and 105 to get to the fast roll, and 114 to get to the maximum amount of iframes. That is light roll with a Darkwood grain ring in Dark Souls 1. But I think iframes will be alright once we reach like 96, I think. We won't do too much of that. Can I use multiple? Yes. Let's just use all of them.
Bearer of the curse, lest this...
And we can level up twice now, I think. Yeah, almost thrice. ADP once more. That's to 89. That doesn't give us an iframe, but it brings us closer to the next one. ADP is so stupid. We need 11 strength. 7 plus 3.5 is 10.5. And we need 11 to duel with the short swords. So we're going for that now. Okay, so going to the short sword here and the short sword here. We should now be able to power stance them, yeah. And let's look at the animations for the light attack. Nice horizontal swing, and the heavy attack is the same. It's the same as for the broken straight sword. But now we're ready to go back in and have our powered stancing tool available to us. I think I'll stay allotted to this like with a dex heavy build. And we'll then go over to strength for Dark Souls 3. I have no idea how I'll do it. I'll see you down there where we left off. And we're here where we left off, with the only difference that we have now one more iframe. And also... Can I please log on? We're doing now way more damage as we're using both swords. Okay. And also have the ability to dual stance and thus do almost double damage. Almost killing both of those guys. I'm using beam yet now more for in a matter of getting distance from the enemy. A wooden bolt. And now go back around this corner where we were before, where we killed the guy that's now leaning against the wall. Oh, these ghosts! They're so frequent in this game. Way, way more frequent than in Dark Souls 1. Because usual hitting. I'm using another life gem. You see how slowly they heal us. It's not a good thing for a boss fight. You need to avoid. You need to be comfortably able to avoid bosses. Read message. Try tongue. Yeah, as usual. Then we get a life gem. And then we get an asshole encounter here. Let's pull that guy. Oh god, we can't. So, get out of the reach of the bomb throwing guy. Consume an Estus flask. Which is way too slow of an animation for my liking, but okay. We got a second set of things from Hollow Infantry now. Let's run. And there you are. You stupid asshole. You almost killed yourself with that. And me. Now let's wait how much life is actually refilled by the life gem. And it's actually quite substantial. It's all that we need right now. We don't need more. There was another archer over there somewhere. Someone was shooting at us. Oh, from over there. Getting a buckler. We'll be coming for you. I know how to get to that thing over there. But you can't shoot me now. I'm remembering so much stuff about enemy placement, and it's all vanilla Dark Souls 2 and not Scholar of the First Sin Dark Souls 2. I think there's a halberd guy around this corner. No, it has been a halberd guy before they patched in the Scholar of the First Sin edition enemy placement. Witching urns, they're like fire bombs, just with sorcery. Visions of a giant. You mean that giant that is interwoven with a tree over there? Yeah, maybe. Also, we're already seeing down into an interesting area. We'll be getting an item from there. But first we'll go in this direction because this is our next bonfire. We'll just light it. And then we'll talk to this nice fellow.
Buy something, anything. Oh, come now, help an old woman and buy something. My name is Valencia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea. Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself had nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grow from each carcass sprouting new life growing into what you see now.
So they are giants.
They say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up a move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my love. It's height of a bargain.
So she'll move somewhere else, she says. So we can buy broken straight swords, a hand axe, which is a great weapon, a club, and cestus. Then we can buy the traveling merchant set, not that. And the head of that increases item drops by enemies, if we want to wear that. But that's not the thing I want to buy. The thing I want to buy is in this category, so we're looking at the other category first. We can buy our first spells here if we want to. 10 and 12 are needed. We have 7 and 5 respectively. Here would be a miracle I would really much want, but that's 7 levels, and I don't know if I'll get to that. So here we have human effigies, life gems, ember herbs, fire bombs, witching urns, throwing knives, a bright bug. Bright bug, if you ingest a light bug just before its death, the moment at which they glow most brightly, we attain a great power for a short time. So it's like a damage buff, very short time, very expensive. Then we have a Ferrous Lockstone here, which can be used to unlock some contraptions, which I'll show you when it's time. And we can get a fragrant branch of yore here, which is the most important item she's selling, the second most important item, because it restores the life of things turned to stone. But we're here for Lenigrast's key. Key of blacksmith Lenigrast of Majula. Majula, the land of exiles, is comprised of abandoned old houses, one of which Lenigrast has fashioned into a workshop, and his house key she stole from him, and I buy it from him. So, what does this say? Illusion ahead. Yeah, no, there's no illusion ahead. No message in front of this wall. There should be a message right here to throw a fire, to rub your face here and throw a firebomb. There's, like speedrunners use a skip here. There's on the other side of this wall is a cask. If you hit it with a firebomb, it explodes the wall. And there's like a little place where you can stand here and glitch the firebomb through the wall. So, or throw it at a place where its explosion will affect the other side, and it will blow up the wall and give you access to a new area. Down there is where we'll continue. This side, though, has still holds some secrets, but it's very dark. It's locked. So, read message, try destroy. Yeah, look how decrepit and broken this door looks. And we can really break it. So look around. No, no, no. Don't get away. Fuck you. I hate these things. That was a crystal lizard. It was way too fast, as it is in Dark Souls 2. But I want to take a... not rest at bonfire, I want to take a torch. Oh, we have only 1 minute of torch time remaining. We have to be fast. But I think I remember an enemy being up there, and I don't know if it was this game or one of the other games. You, my friend, look like a mimic. A hollow soldier helm, a hand axe, and a radiant life gem. So the item she says just lies here, up here. And we had a small leather sheet and repair powder. Also this door here. If there's an enemy, it must be right here, behind the door. Yeah. And here it is. And we can put away that torch. Chest ahead. Yep. It's not dark here anymore, so no need to point the chest out to me, but thank you regardless. Get a small white science soapstone. This is your opportunity to get the item with which you can co-op. And we get radiant life gems, and the text actually disappears after a short while. You don't have to click it away. That message over there just lures you over there. There's nothing to gain from going over there. But here is where we drop to the item that we saw above the bonfire, and we get a divine blessing. That's a full heal. That item gives you a full heal. So let's look at our inventory, at the items we just got. The repair powder, it's pretty easy to think about what repair powder does, so I'm not even mentioning it. Radiant life gems are bigger life gems. Then we got a hand axe. Nothing special to tell about a hand axe. It's a hand axe. We got shield. We got some helmets. So let's actually see whether the helmets or the boots are better than the ones we're actually wearing at this time. We're at 29% load, so it will be heavier. This actually looks pretty well in terms of protection. And I think our roll just got shorter. Let's actually look at that. If that was a threshold we were crossing. It might be incremental. Let's put on the helm because it actually looks quite stupid and I like that. Okay, so next episode we're gonna start off by going down there and getting all those items, especially that item up there, that item on the branch. Maybe not that item on the roof, because I can't remember how to get there, because you have to do like a stupid jump over there, which is way easier if you reach there, but that's endgame content. So we go down there, and then we'll see what those statues down there are about and what's going on there. But we already see 3 wandering enemies, and there will be more, I promise. So that's where we're gonna start our next episode with, and once we're done with that and got the powerful weapon that awaits us there, we'll be going down here. So, we'll be resting at the bonfire, we'll be traveling to Majula, to the far fire. Also, you just saw in the menu that there was a menu point saying how what the bonfire intensity is. That's basically saying how often you use the item that advances the game to the next new game cycle. But now we're here
I'm a blacksmith.
to give him...
Bring me that key.
Bring me that key. Yeah, we can just open the door with the key. And look into that chest, which contains a short bow, which is a great item to have. And I don't remember whether putting something into your second weapon slot does... Yeah, it does higher your equip load. We don't even have arrows, so don't bother trying.
Ah yes, very good. Now I can get to work. But first, let me set up. Come again later. Ah yes, now, but first...
So he tells me that we should come again later for his shop to open, so we won't be doing that now. So we don't have any soul items. We didn't see any option to sell stuff yet. I think this game works like the other one, where there's only one vendor to buy stuff from you. Not like Dark Souls 3, where the one main vendor also buys stuff from you. So I think we're done here, so we'll be able to travel back again. And now I'm showing off that bonfire intensity there in the upper right. We've now in the in the Forest of the Fallen Giants we have 2 different bonfires, one of which is the Cardinal Tower, where we want to start our next episode. And that is where I'll see you tomorrow. And maybe as a bonus, will he be back if I just travel away from Majula and reload the game here? Will he be inside? Yes, he will. Okay, so episode's actually going a bit longer.
You, stand back. This is dangerous work. The name's Lenigrast. Just a simple blacksmith. And you are... another useless traveler. A man ought to labor with his feet planted firmly in the earth. Not roam around like you flirtatious vagabonds. Oh, what does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. Your equipment. Let me have a look. But do it quick.
So we can repair stuff here if it's broken. Otherwise, stuff, if you haven't seen it already, I have to go into the menu.
Don't waste my...
You see down there, my short sword +1 is actually repaired again, so it auto repairs at bonfires. Which is, I assume he will tell us that.
You're worse than my reckless daughter.
No, he's putting up law.
Don't spend your whole life in transit, you hear? You'll need souls to repair and improve equipment. I know only of smithing, but souls have many other uses as well. Don't waste your souls on useless trinkets. Think before you spend.
We'll get more.
Equipment can be strengthened with rare orestone, but such orestone won't come easily. My girl knows her stones, but she's always out prancing about. Now, there's a time for travels, but you can't wander the world forever. Even you must have someone waiting back home.
The interesting thing is I know exactly where his daughter is, the one he was speaking about, that has the stones and knows all about stones. But since Dark Souls 2's level design is a bit more not as good as Dark Souls, to put it that way, I like the individual levels. I think just that they are not connected in a meaningful way. And so I remember where it is, but I don't remember which other places it attaches to. So I remember the name of the location, I remember how it looks there, but I don't remember how to get there. So it will be a while before we get her to sell us some ore stone.
Correct. Don't spend your...
Okay, he doesn't talk anything anymore. We can buy items with him, like a straight sword. No, where's the real weapon name? Down there. Longsword, broadsword, falchion, astock, rapier, battle axe, mace, spear. Oh, we can dual wield spears. Might be nice. And we can also buy some arrows if we want to use a bow. Or also 10 Titanite shards for 800 each. But we want to reinforce, so we can't reinforce this to +2 because we don't have the Titanite shard. We only have 1, so we can get the second one to +1. Or we can... Why can't we? Why can't we reinforce this? Oh, we don't have enough souls. Oh, that's another problem. We could upgrade that short bow, but I assume we'll get better bows. I think I might stay with the short swords, 2 of them. I might be crippling myself here. I might... No, I'm actually not upgrading now, because I think... The problem is, I like rapiers as weapons, but everybody and their mother is using them as a weapon in Dark Souls 2 because it's broken here. It's in PvP, so people will be used to seeing people walking around with those weapons. But yeah, we'll have to see how how to get on there, what we're gonna do. Wow, this looks so weird with the things. We'll have to see what we'll be doing there with my weapon choices. I don't want to really do my choice now. I'll do it later. First, let's explore the rest of the forest of the fallen giants. We'll get some upgrades here and then we can see. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.